What is up, everybody? It's the late night live. I mean, it wouldn't be a late night live without me being about 5 minutes late up in here, but much love to my people tuning in. I was just adjusting the webcam a little bit. I think it looks pretty decent. Maybe the light might be a little too high, but you know what? It is what it is. We riding with it. Excited for this UFC Vegas card. Obviously, we go through such a high of the pay-per-view cards, and then for us to come crashing down with Luque and Belal Muhammad in the main event, it definitely doesn't get me nearly as excited. But overall, I still think we're in store for a fun card, and the fight should be pretty good. And don't think I'm sleeping on Bellator, guys. I'm just dropping the predictions a little later in the week because, dude, Bellator as of late, like sometimes their fights flip-flop last second. And I'm only doing the major fights. I'll be honest. I'm not even trying to put the early prelims on there. They're all debuting guys. It ain't worth it for me personally. What is up, my brother? Hope all is going fucking fantastic. Yeah, bro, that clock is dead. I'm returning it, and I'm going to find a new one. Chilling, bro. It's a pretty chill stream. You know how it is with the late night live. I keep it as casual as possible, bro. Let's fucking go, lad. I'm doing fantastic, bro. Fantastic. What about you? Hey, good, bro. Hopefully you smash the likes. Hopefully you like some of the picks. I'm liking my picks this week. I'm feeling pretty good, man. I'm feeling pretty good. Day is phenomenal, bro. Day is fucking phenomenal. Earlier today, I was leaving the gym. My car wouldn't start. That was fun, but I got a jump start. Batteries replaced. We're all good now, bro. So today was a great day, bro. I feel good. 3 a.m. still going. You're a savage, bro. Yeah, I appreciate that I'm one of your YouTube guys that you watch that late, bro. That means a lot to me, bro. Thank you. Dude, I lost you at last UFC, bro. Fucking got my ass kicked. Picks were 6-6, could have been 8-4 with decisions going other ways, but that is what it is. Bets, I got my ass handed to me. It is what it is, bro. I still cashed it on Linux by sub, though. I just didn't attack the line hard. When I play my confident prop like a pussy, I get what I deserve, bro. I get what I fucking deserve, lad. I will note, I'm going to have guests coming on at the end like I normally do. I got 2 scheduled. Pretty excited to bring these guys on. I'm honestly checking the phone right now just to make sure everything's all good. But we are going to run through the full card. I'm going to pull it up. We'll start here in the next minute. We'll let some more people pop up in. Why'd your day suck, bro? Is the late going to work because of the shooting? Damn, son. Bro. Hey, don't be driving no fucking subways. Don't be taking on those subways, bro. Yeah, bro. We got a couple guests. I'm actually contacting one of them right now. Surprise guest that's coming through. Andy will be locked in. And we already talked. I got another guest most likely coming on. That's a first time appearance, but he does have his own channel, so I'm excited to bring him in. Lots of heavy favorites. Yeah, there are some favorite underdog. What dogs did I pick, bro? Off the top of my head, I don't even remember the fucking lines, man. Let's see. I think the dogs that I was feeling, maybe Ronson. I mean, Jenkins is probably going to lose to close, but still the odds are good. Oh, Fialo. That was a good dog. Fialo was a dog that I liked, man. I felt like, okay, I kind of like the Fialo side. Andre Fialo. Andre Fialo. This should be a good fight with Fialo. I think it will be a pretty good fight, man. Damn, I just gotta get all this thing cleared out of my way so we can get right into it. Much love to all my people watching. Make sure you guys smash that like button. Make sure you guys smash the hell out of it, man. Good dog. Corey Anderson and Bellator. I think Vadim Nemkov probably gonna win. Dude, we're gonna find out. Blood Diamond. I don't know if he'll be on this week. We talked, but right now the spot's reserved. If something does come through, I got him on the back and as a reserve guy, but he'll be back next week. Don't worry, man. I at this point I'm setting up these live guests a little bit in advance, bro, just to be 100% honest with you guys. What's up, everybody? What's up? Bow to the King, Al fucking Joe. Hola, my brother. What is up, brother? Good to see you guys. All right, let me get ready to throw some polls up here and we'll start the breakdowns. I'm excited actually to talk about new fight, Ang Loose taking on fucking Munir Lazez. Zaleski's off. Zaleski is off, brother. Zaleski gonna get smashed by these guys. Zaleski's out, bro. All right. Let me throw the poll up for this first one. And let's get your votes in. Letton versus Krum. All right. Poll should be ready to rock. As you guys know, I always timestamp it for the lives. So you guys can, that are watching on replay, you guys can get it watched without a ton of issue. All right. So our first fight we're going to talk about is going to be Heli Eletong versus Ang Lusa. Ang Lusa versus Kevin Krum. Ang Lusa's coming up. He's fighting, so he's on my mind. So I'm excited to talk about that one. But first, let's talk this fight. So Heli Eletong, I feel like should still be able to beat Kevin Krum, even though I'm not super high on him, man. And what I hate about this fight is that Krum is dropping to 135 pounds when this guy is tall at 145, tall at 155. He's a thin guy, but I think there's going to be a strength disadvantage from dropping that much weight to weigh in at 135 pounds to fight. I didn't think it was that sensible. I don't like the idea of him dropping this weight class. So I'm going to go Eletong. I'm not super high on Eletong either. I really don't see him as a super effective striker. And he's a guy with wrestling who never uses it, which that to me just doesn't make a lot of sense, but he's falling in love with the hands. I think Kevin Krum, if he has a good weight cut, is a live underdog. But there's so many ifs. So check that one out on the scales. There's a lot of ifs. As far as the betting side, though, I want to pull the line up. Let's see what fight odds brings us for a wide scope for the Eletong and Krum fight. All right, so for that matchup, you're looking at Eletong at minus 170, Krum plus 158. I like the Eletong side by a smidge, but I don't really like the Eletong bet all that much. A lot of X factors, too many things to worry about. It's like the variables of how good is Krum's weight cut going to be. The guy fought before at 135 in 2014. That's a damn long time ago. How's his body going to respond to this weight cut? Definitely could be Eletong inside the distance. I definitely feel like Krum may get finished here. So let's just look Eletong inside distance plus 240. I don't think that's a bad prop just because of the situation, but Krum could be a live underdog if the weight cut goes well. I just have a feeling he's going to have a slacking performance with this weight cut. I don't like the idea of him fighting here at this weight class, man. He's a natural 145er. Let's stick to the weight class that you're good at. Let's go. Aaron Pico is a fucking lock for sure. Plot twist, it's Guru. That would be the ultimate guess, man. One day he'll come through, man. Nah, that's not it, bro. Petr Yan lost, brother. Sabatini TKO. Nunes over 2.5. Kianza at over 1.5, maybe decision. Clark by decision. I think those are really good plays, bro. I think there's high possibility, man. I think high possibility. You're taking Eletong. The weight class is a problem, man. Yeah, I don't like the weight drop. The close dogs, bro. I'm worried about this close dog, bro. I am. I'm very worried about this weight cut. I don't know. I just don't think it's a great idea for a guy who's 5'11", long, tall, to fight at 135, man. Yeah, that's how I scored it, bro. I hate to say it. I'm a Yan guy, but I picked Aljo. Aljo won that decision, fair and square. Unfortunate, but it is what it is, guys. Now, as far as the people's pick, you guys are really torn on this one. You're looking at about a 56 to 44. Ella Tong, I think it's because most of you, including myself, are like not high on Ella Tong. He doesn't look that good with his hands. Yeah, like I'm not trying to shaft the guy. Like when I say anything negative about a fighter, know that in the spectrum of UFC, right, is what we're talking. Street, he's a killer. But Elatong's hands for the UFC ain't that great. I don't think his wrestling is used enough. I don't think he knows how to chain the wrestling together as well. The more I talk about it, the more I fear that we're going to see Kevin Kroon get a win. So I really don't like the matchup for Elatong, especially if it was at 45. I'm picking Kroon because the size difference. That's how I feel. How do we feel about Levitt? We're about to get right to it, man. He's coming up. I believe he might be the next fight. Let me close out the poll here. Get your final votes in. If you haven't smashed the like button, let's get that algorithm pumping for this live stream, man. We got to get those likes flowing. So if you enjoy the content, leave me a like, bro. Help your boy out. Ella Tong leading the way at about 58% over Kroom, which makes sense to me. It makes a lot of sense to me. Let me keep running up. And yeah, I think that Ella Tong might not be a great play. He's not a great play, but unfortunately, the line isn't terrible. Maybe I go inside distance and just hope there's a fatigue situation, but I wouldn't play that bet until after weigh-ins. Like everything I'm considering touching really, as far as like the props, I like to wait till like day before the fights. Like if you watch this week's weigh-in recap show from last week, I said, bro, bet Olynyk by sub, and it came through. Even though I'm flip-flopping with the picks, I didn't want to change them. I still bet that. It came through, got a W. So at the end of the day, I was happy with that performance last week, just off that play alone. But this next fight is Sam Hughes taking on Estella Nunes. Good matchup here between these ladies. Both girls really like to stand and fight. I think that you're going to see more speed on the Nunes side. I think she hits with a bit more power. Hughes is scrappy. She's willing to stand and trade. She likes to mix it up inside. She's confident on her feet, but I feel like Nunes is so much slicker. I think there's just a better kickboxing level to Estella Nunes. Now, my fear is, will she get taken down and controlled? I don't think Sam Hughes has the grappling chops to do a lot of damage to most of the females at 115. Nunes might be the one exception. Now, with that being said, I think Nunes can defend takedowns. I think Nunes' striking is way better, and I think Nunes is going to win a unanimous decision. Do I love the betting side of things? Well, let's look at the line. Minus 200 for Nunes, plus 180 for Sam Hughes. So I like the favorite there, unfortunately, man. I like the favorite. You think Levitt's the best underdog on the card? Okay. I think Levitt is a fairly reasonable dog pick, man. Like, I don't hate a Levitt dog play at all. Sabah, that's what I'm hearing. You feeling the same? Your reaction when Vandera tapped was like a kid going to this candy store, bro. I was so excited, man. I don't know why AJ took Ogden. I was actually surprised. Dude, I like Ogden's style, man. I think he could knock fucking our boy out. Live bet could be good for this fight. I think Hughes takes the first with a wrestling. Yeah, live might be the way to go here, man. The line's going to flip-flop, and you get Hughes at like minus 200 or something crazy. And then Nunes maybe a dog play. Ella Tong Heli by decision. Definitely possible. The weight cut is something I'm taking into consideration. I'm going to Stella Nunes. I think her striking is a lot better. I worry about the takedowns, but I believe Sam Hughes is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu blue belt. That's not all that high level to me as far as the UFC stage. Now, what level of blue belt? I guarantee you she's a decent one. As far as Nunes, I feel like she's got to be at at least close pace. It's hard for me to go against Estella Nunes' striking game. I am a fan. Sam Hughes, a girl who likes to stand up and fight. I wouldn't be absolutely shocked if this is a Jacasey versus Slava Claus stylistic fight, but I just don't think Hughes even has that grappling level like a Jacasey where she can wrestle like that and do her thing. Now, as far as the people, you guys are on Nunes pretty hard. Big Nunes support, 85% towards Estella Nunes, which I'll be honest with you guys, I do like to see. It's giving me a little reassurance on that pick. So I am glad with that. I'm on Nunes as well. I don't think it's, 85 to 15. I think Sam Hughes could surprise us, but give me Estella Nunes, guys, for the W, 85% of the people are on her. So if you want to keep track of the people's picks, hopefully one of you does, man. So actually, somebody, if you're a savage out there, I'll pin you as actually I can't pin the comment because I got to do the fucking pinned comment as the timestamps, but I will like the hell out of that comment and thank you a ton. If you can, somebody can track the people's picks from the late night live and then put it in the comments so we know where the people's polls are at. Ella Tong was the first one. Estella Nunes was the second one. Now, you guys are going to be excited about this one. I know this is a fight that everybody wants to talk about. It's the Ogden versus Jordan Levitt fight. This is a good matchup. Ogden versus Levitt. Levitt. Jordan Levitt is just such an interesting character. Have you guys ever seen his YouTube channel? He reads books on his YouTube channel, man. Very interesting guy. Trey Ogden versus Jordan Levitt. This matchup right here is interesting because Jordan Levitt has a really dangerous ground game. He has awkward submissions, very heavy on top, solid takedowns. Now, Trey Ogden's stand-up game is dangerous. I do think Trey Ogden also has a solid grappling game. From what I've seen of Ogden's style, I think he is a guy that could defend the takedowns, man. I think that Ogden's striking is better than Jordan Levitt by miles. I think the grappling is more competitive than most will expect. On the regional scene, I feel like Ogden is known more of as a grappler, and I think he's dangerous on the feet. James Krause guy, I like the team there. Jordan Levitt is an awkward southpaw. His stand-up game is just not all that good yet. But as far as his grappling, he is dangerous. He can work a lot of guys over with his grappling, may be able to go out there and, put it on Trey Ogden. We've seen if Jordan Levitt doesn't find a ton of success early, I think that he does worse later on. Look at the Playas fight. I am going to go with the side of Ogden. I don't think he gets finished. I actually kind of lean towards him finishing Jordan Levitt by knockout. Totally understand the Levitt bettors. I totally understand the people picking Jordan Levitt. I totally understand the Levitt fans out there. Levitt is a slight dog, plus 113, and then Ogden minus 127. Ogden to win inside distance plus 220, Levitt inside distance plus 240. We'll get that submission line here soon, and then we'll go mad deep with it, bro. Mad deep with it. What is up, my bro? What is up? Let's all hit an amazing parlay this week for Allah. Hey, yes, brother. Alhamdulillah. Jordan Levitt submission lock. Okay, gotta be Levitt sub. Can't see it going any other way. I can. Honestly, Ogden should beat him. I'm with you, brother. Bellator predictions when? Yeah, I'm dropping Bellator picks. Don't worry. I'm kind of think I'm going to drop them either as a weigh-in recap show Thursday earlier in the day, or I may potentially drop them tomorrow if I want to drop them early. But I'm doing this week's best MMA bet, so I don't know. Tricky. I might do like this week's best MMA bets with Bellator included, and then I'll drop the official Bellator predictions after the weigh-ins. I needed that Monday off, bro. And I said, you know what? Bellator can wait, but they're going to get predictions for Bellator. You guys will hear my Bellator takes before Friday. And I'm definitely trying to do a live stream for Bellator if possible on Friday as well, man, which I'll definitely do the main card only though. Nemkov and McKee, love it. But he submits. But Levitt never been finished. It could go distance. It's an interesting fight. I am interested to see what happens. The people are on the Levitt side. So you guys are attacking the underdog, Jordan Levitt. I don't think that it's a bad idea. I respect the guys playing Jordan Levitt. If you want to play him up by sub, I understand. Check him out on the scales. We'll see how that fight goes. It's an interesting matchup. I think Ogden's a problem. I like Ogden's stand-up a lot, and I'm going to pick the striker who has a grappling base that's known really for grappling, but's really got a solid stand-up game too. So give me the upset on the Trey Ogden side, even if the people disagree. Even if the people disagree with me. You guys have Levitt by a smidge, man. Plus, so it's 57% for Jordan Levitt. Is that a Chuck Liddell Tito round 5 MMA figure on your shelf? You talking about this one here? This is Rampage versus Vanderlei. That's Rampage and Forrest Griffin, bro. Yeah, we don't have the Tito one, bro. Hey, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, bro. Make sure you smash those damn likes, bro. Smash those damn likes. Smash the like button. Yeah, it's an awkward matchup for sure with Ogden being a fucking good grappler too. It's very interesting. I'm super excited to see what happens. Let's keep running up the card. Ooh, big boy's going after it. Thick boy's going after it. It's the heavyweight fight with Barnett and Boudet. I like this matchup. Barnett, Boudet. Chris Barnett versus Martin Boudet. Heavyweight division matchup. Exciting fight in this weight class. Weird fight. Super wide height difference between the two, which you expect with any Chris Barnett fight. What I like about the Boudet side is he's heavy on top. He's got a rangy kickboxing game. He's a tall kickboxer, uses that distance, is strong in the clinch. I'll be honest, guys, I'm not on the Hugly Bear hype train. I think Boudet's stopping him. I think he's TKOing him with ground and pound and probably the second or third. I think you're even going to see potentially some gassing on the side of Barnett. Boudet is a real heavyweight, not like the fat Gian Vellante. Exactly, bro. Exactly, bro. That's the biggest difference maker, man. Boudet by TKO. Hey, my brother. What is up, bro? The best realtor in the Florida area. What's up, my guy? I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, man. This is the staple, bro. This is the staple, man. The people that know, they know what it looks like under there. We know, they know we got that fire hairline, bro. We got that nice straight line, bro. Good to see you in here, my guy. What's up, cocksucker? Joe Rogan in the fucking house out here. Barnett was struggling against Vellante, that wheel kick. Yeah, he was having a hard time. He's gonna get beaten up. Brendan's like a mini heavyweight division. The height difference will make the difference. Yeah, he's getting stopped. I like Boudet a lot, actually, guys. And I mean, I would consider it a bet minus 215. If you want to attack a line with some strength, I kind of like that one. Considering playing just a hard money line play because it's earlier on in the night on Boudet. And then I'm thinking you go Boudet wins by TKO as a little prop, plus 115. Not great value, but he's probably going to get the stop here. I do think it could go over 1.5. That's plus 150. I think that Barnett could last a little bit, but it is a very interesting matchup, man. Very interesting matchup. And I think it's really strong confidence towards Boudet, but damn, I got to show love to my guy, Chris Barnett. I'm excited to watch him fight, bro. I'm excited to watch him fight, man. Dude, I got to see you rock that bad boy, bro. You got to make it a staple, man. The flat cap fanatics out here, bro. The people love it, bro. Gassing like big farts during the fight. He might, bro. He might. But I only beat Bubblegum Belly Gian Vellante. Yeah, facts, bro. That DJ Khaled hairline, bro. That is like Khaled, bro. Call me Khaled out here, bro. DJ Khaled in the house, bro. I don't even know what the fuck you say. DJ Khaled, we the best. So I can't get down with the DJ Khaled style, bro. You know, I liked his music when I was younger, though. But dude, I don't listen anymore, man. If you got recommendations, shoot your boy some. But I don't listen to DJ Khaled these days, bro. AJ with that Hamzat trim underneath. Yeah, bro. I got the Hamzat look, brother. I'm gonna smash everybody. I gotta smash these guys. No problem. Fight doesn't go the distance. I like that 100%. It ain't going the fucking distance, bro. If it goes distance, I'll be shocked, actually. I'll be shocked. All right. You guys are all over Boudet. We know the side. Boudet by knockout. One of the most confident picks of the week. I'll tell you guys that straight out. I think he's going to dominate. Also, to the people watching live, replay, doesn't matter. I say it a lot, but I'm going to keep saying it. Smash those damn likes, guys, so we can get that algorithm pumping. And one of my boys said something. He said, almost at 7K subs. Yeah, we're closing in on 7K. Right now, I believe we're at 6,790, 6,790. So we're not too far away from that 7K, bro. I'm really looking forward to breaking that 7,000. That'll be crazy. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. But yo, keep those likes smashing, and let's keep running up this card. I want to get the next matchup underway. Of course, Boudet, 80% confidence from the people, and it's not close. Now, this is a weird fight. This is the Ronson Garcia fight. This fight has had a lot of controversy in my comments. I've seen them. And if I haven't answered your comment yet, I'm getting to all the comments. Just give me some time because you guys know I like to answer every damn comment, but sometimes I just need a day to not answer them. But I'm going to come through with the answers, bro. All the comments are getting answered in the next 2 days on that full card prediction. So leave your comment. I'm going to be replying. Don't worry. Don't worry. If you haven't been answered yet, it's coming. The reply's coming. And always feel free. Ask me whatever you need right in here. All right. So let me get this matchup underway. And I got to get that time stamp written down for the people watching on replay. I got you guys. Listen, if you're watching on replay, I love you. All right, guys, it is Huffle Garcia versus Jesse Ronson. This matchup here is supposed to be in the 55 weight class. Then it's supposed to be 70. What weight class is this fight in? Well, I'm going to Instagram right now, and we're going to check out Jesse Ronson's page, live action, because people have said to me, Jesse Ronson has said he's fighting at 55. Jesse Ronson returns to action. Jesse Ronson, what does he post on IG? Got me. Yes, I realized I fight at 175 my entire career. I was having 175 or less 1 week before my weigh-ins, 179 stuff some weeks ago. 155. They're fighting at 55, which I don't like at all. I don't like that at 55. I think Ronson looked awesome at 170. I know he popped for steroids, but let's note what he popped for. Metinolidone. I believe that's how you properly say it. On the street, that's called D-ball, bro. Everybody knows D-ball. You've heard that term. What that is when you see the guys with the big watery cheeks, they look chubby and they just look like bloat balloons, and they're lifting for a bit, and you're like, how'd my buddy pack on 20 pounds in 4 weeks? This is especially back in like the 2010, 2000s when that shit was really popping. That's D-ball, and it's a bulker, bro. This D-ball, what Jesse Ronson took is not a good performance enhancer for fighting really at all. Now, granted, he was at 70, so he's a little bit stronger up there. We don't know anything about the dose, whatever. I don't think this fucking guy, Jesse Ronson, taking his D-balls is going to get a significant performance boost. I'll be honest. I think it'll have the opposite effect. John Jones has told, listen, guys, the best performance-enhancing drug for mixed martial arts outside of testosterone is fucking Turinabol. John Jones pops for it all the time. That shit makes you unbeatable. I've talked to guys that compete in fucking Sambo, judo, all this shit. You know what I hear? Turinabol. So this D-ball shit that fucking Jesse Ronson was taking, that's to fucking get yourself the fucking big-ass fucking arms. It ain't to get you choking motherfuckers out and throwing quick punches. I'll tell you that much. But enough of that being said. Ronson and Huffle Garcia at 155 is a weird fight. Jesse Ronson is not a fantastic talent, but I think he's better than Garcia. Even at 55, I'm still riding with my guy Ronson, but it's closer. I liked him at 70. I thought he might stop him. At 55, I feel like what we're going to see is more of the stand-up and distance fighting. Look at the Chris Grutzmacher fight. Huffle Garcia can get picked apart by guys that have decent hands. Over 30 kickboxing fights for Jesse Ronson. Yes, amateur. Also fights, bro, fucking locked and loaded in boxing. This guy's got better hands. His wrestling game is always solid. I'll be honest with you, man. I'm not super like up and down jumping at the bit to bet this fight, but I'm on Jesse Ronson, guys. And I'm sticking with the master of the D-balls, Mr. Balloon Cheeks. It's even money, minus 110 each. You can't find Ronson at some plus money. A little bit of plus money. Little bit of plus money, bro. Sadly, you think Baralo gets it done? AJ would smash Hamzat in the octagon. I'd get smashed, brother. I'm going with Huffle Garcia, but not confident. Yeah, facts, bro. Facts. Then get stopped later. Okay. I invested early in Garcia, but not sure I've seen the cappers picks as of late. Spence, Fury, Canelo, D-ball. Love that shit. The fucking ultimate fucking bloat steroid, bro. William Nightball, dude. William Knight, he's just a genetic specimen, bro. I don't know. I got no proof that he's on anything. What else should he was saying EPO? That right there, I guess, is this. That's, you know what? Excuse me. The Trinity would be EPO, testosterone, and fucking T-ball, and that would turn you into a top level prize fighter. If you can get away with that shit, you're going fucking 5 rounds without a problem, bro. And who knows? Back in the day, probably that was the ultimate stack for the guys. We're not going to see it because of USADA, or at least if we do see it, it's got to be hidden, which is really fucking not easy to do, bro. Like, I don't know if you ever watch More Plates, More Dates. I watch his channel a fair amount, and I just like his content. But, dude, he's gone into details of, like, how to pass the testing for USADA and whatnot. There's somebody's probably passing it about taking shit. It's not easy. It's not easy. Yeah, to give themselves, bro, everybody's in the gym. They're like, holy shit, this creatine really fucking works, bro. Ronson for the win. I'm with you, bro. It's at 55. I just got to confirm 55. It was at, they said 70. It blows my mind. They said 70. It's at 55. The official take, it's at 55. At 55. I researched after we talk in the comments. I got to pick him against him for taking the stupid steroid. I don't blame you, bro. I don't blame you. It makes 0 sense why you would take that. I don't understand. I think you'll definitely make 155 easier without the D balls. What is up, my bro? What is up? Good to see you, my guy. Let's fucking go, lad. You guys see Su's back in testing pool. Dude, I need Cejudo back. I love the King of Cringe. Give me the King of Cringe versus fucking Aljamain or TJ. That's great fights. Great fights. What's up, bro? What's up? 90 on steroids, someone accusing Black President, right? I swear. Dude, I think he's probably he's the freakiest of freaks. He's in the 0.001% genetics, bro. The guy looks like a fucking NFL linebacker or some shit, man. Absolute freak. But let's close out this poll. Ronson is the people's pick by a smidge. I'll note to you guys that Ronson is the people's pick just by a little bit. Just by a little bit. Askarov needs that. I saw that comment, bro. Even I bring it up. I saw it. He needs Askarov, man. He needs to hit those bicep curls, bro. Hit a little tricep action. We gotta get those arms looking a little thicker, man. He's looking like a fucking string bean out there. Close versus Jenkins. Close versus Jenkins. Fucking hell, mate. Close versus Jenkins. 31.39. Oh my god, bro. I'm trying to do these live action timestamps, guys. The most difficult thing in the game. Dracar Close versus Brandon Jenkins. I think that this is an interesting fight. I think Close might be down to bang, and Jenkins will oblige. Dangerous guy, Jenkins. Pretty tricky kickboxing. Like, he's honestly pretty good from what I saw. I mean, I like the game, bro. I think that you're gonna see good kicks. I think you're gonna see good attempts, but Dracar Close definitely hits harder. He's got a little bit better of a wrestling game. Overall, he's fought the better fighters, and if he touches your chin, he can hurt you bad. Dracar Close is a guy that does have power in his fucking hands, man. I feel like it's hard for me to go against the Dracar Close side, though, especially after the long layoff. Got his neck badly fucked up by Jeremy Stevens. You guys remember that? Jenkins also a southpaw, so I'm interested to see if there's anything weird with the southpaw. Is it going to awkwardly throw off Jenkins? I don't know. We're going to find out. Good straight punches, though, I like. Good flying knees from Jenkins. I think the striking game is interesting. Still, it's hard for me to go against Dracar Close overall. I think he's just got a better game, but he's not a defensively sound guy. He's down to bang. I think he could get touched. I'm going to go Dracar Close. Torn on method of victory. You look at losses for both. TKO in the third, flying knee in the third. That was Brandon Jenkins, 2 losses. And then he's fucking knockout Close. He got slept. Tamer beat him on a decision. I kind of like Close to win by TKO late or potentially even win by decision. But I like the Close side. Bro. I'm going Dracar. Better with the wrestling is going to be Bilal. Better with the jiu-jitsu is Luque, bro. Very, 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 very tricky. Dude, do you actually know more plates, more dates? Or are you lying to me, Thomas Howard? Because more plates, more dates is the fucking man, bro. You should get in contact with him if you're really good friends with him, man. Because I would love to chat with him, bro. Even if it's just talk, we could talk MMA related performance enhancements, bro, and we'll pop it on the channel. Fucking biggest video of all time, Thomas. If you set that up, you're goated, man. We'll put your fucking name on a plaque, my brother. I think Bilal, Askar versus Alex Perez. For the people that didn't know, I think it makes sense. Close by knockout. I like it. Cejudo is the bigger fight to make, though. He is. I don't think that's wrong. I think, but TJ's offended. I get it. Close decision. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking decision possibly. That is true. You don't be catching those decisions, man. D close finish. Close by decision all day. -135. Close almost finished Dariush. Facts, bro. That's the biggest thing I'm carrying weight. I'm like, he almost finished Dariush. could be a factor to finish a lesser guy. Close in front 2 years, and we're not trying to brawl like he did against Beneil. He might get knocked the fuck out. You're right about that. Jenkins might upset him, though, because he hurt his back against Jeremy Stevens at the weigh-in, long layoff. Jenkins should just watch up and push close. Dude, that's crazy, man. Listen, if you can somehow listen, guys, if Thomas Howard can somehow set up the collab between More Plates, More Dates and me on my channel, I don't expect him to fucking shout me out. No way. I just want to bring him on and just talk. I got plenty of questions for More Plates, More Dates. That'd be one of the sweetest podcast interviews of all time. So if you can set that up, bro, that would be some goated shit. That would be ultimately goated, man. Thank you, brother. But I like this matchup. I think Dracar closed for the win. Method of victory is tricky. I do feel like, and I saw some people in the comments saying like Jenkins could be live. And like, I do agree at plus 500. Is it a bad idea to like just lightly stab Jenkins? Dracar close can get wild and get knocked out. Plus 500 odds. There's no way I'm playing Dracar close. He ain't a lock like that. I think at plus 500, we got to sprinkle fucking Jenkins. Money line plus 500. Dracar close ain't that good. And that matchup is not that wide. Even if close wins, I wouldn't be upset with playing that line. That's fucking crazy, man. That is literally insane. Absolutely insane. I appreciate you, bro. And just let them know, man. I'm a fan, and I would love to have a conversation with him on the channel, man. I'd love to bring him on because he is a fucking legend to me, bro. I watched his channel when he had like almost my amount of subscribers, and to see him now, it's inspirational. Luque probably has better wrestling than Baralo at this point. He trains at Logan Storley. I mean, maybe defensively, but definitely not offensively. Jenkins isn't Darius. She's more Daniel Willie Cat Santos. You don't think he's UFC level? Facts. Jenkins KO plus 900. At plus 900 of a tag, bro, I think we got to play it. Yeah. You're going to see me playing them straight, and I'm going to do the KO. Fuck it. I have to, bro. It's so wide. I have to. I like attacking these crazy dogs. Jenkins has some flying knee knockouts. Dude, can you imagine listen, I think there's a chance flying knee knockout on Dracar close as he's getting over aggressive. Can you imagine we get that KO? Be jumping at the fucking bit, guys. That'd be the biggest knockout. That'd be a huge way to cap the night. I'm 100% playing the Jenkins line. Fuck it. You guys are calling it. You're manifesting it up in here, man. We're going to see a flying knee KO for fucking Jenkins. I got a feeling. 84% for close. Jenkins 16%. I'm picking close, but I'm betting Jenkins because he's got the potential to pull off the upset. And if you're throwing at a live dog, I think he's worth, man, because he's going to have a fucking bite, bro. And you saw how Barnett did wrong. Bahamondes, though, is a fucking savage. But I agree. The odds are not great, but the betting odds are. The odds of it happening, maybe not. Obviously, you guys see, you know who's up. It's close. It's not even close. It's close, and it's not close as far as the people's pick on that one. Just if you guys are keeping track of the people's picks. Next fight of the night, Lena Landsberg and Pannie Kianza. Let me throw this poll up. Kianza versus Landsberg. Kianza versus Landsberg. Chigan Measure. Lena Landsberg versus Pannie Kianza. Let's talk about this fight. Pannie Kianza is a pretty good striker. I like her kickboxing a lot. Lena Landsberg's stand-up game, I think she's pretty proficient with her kicks, but I think boxing strongly favors Kianza. As far as the wrestling, Landsberg is actually pretty tricky inside of the clinch positions, but I feel like if you look at the overall game, I do think Kianza can defend those type of attacks. I think this matchup plays into her favor. 10 years older is Lena Landsberg. I'm going Pannie Kianza, guys. I do think she's probably going to get a decision, though. I know I see somebody in there saying stoppage, but I'm going to go Pannie Kianza, win by a decision, outstriking, better significant strikes. Stopping takedowns. Let's go. Let's go. Let's fucking go, lad. Rakeem Cleveland plus 550 versus Tyrell Fortune at Bellator. Bro, I like the odds, but I think Tyrell beats him, man. I'm excited to do that breakdown. I'm not going to lie to you guys, man. Even though it's a late Bellator breakdown, it's coming. Jenkins to do a Olynyk moneyline sub, bro. That'd be fucking crazy. He was dehydrated. I don't care about that push at weigh-ins. Yeah, facts, but he was. I don't see how Penny can lose. Honestly, if she loses, terrible for her career. She's gonna beat She's gonna beat Landsberg. Kianza decision. See what the line's looking like. Kianza, oh my god, minus 370. It's a sure thing almost, but like we can't say it, sure thing. But minus 370, that's some real fucking confidence, man. Kianza TKO round 3. She can stop her. Kianza's badass over 1.5, hoping for a decision. Definitely over 1.5. Yeah, I think the odds are high of over 1.5 and a decision. They fought in the professional debut. Did I not look at this? Hold on. Why do they not have it listed as a rematch? She did beat her in 2012. They don't have it listed as the rematch, though, on Tapology. That's actually funny. They didn't even catch it. That's years back. But I think Penny beats her again, for sure. I think Penny beats her again. Normal humans are not on steroids, do not bench 405, and look like William Knight. So you're saying William Knight is. Penny and Sabatini are the two most confident picks. Kianza by decision. Good odd for a parlay. Yeah, Penny beat her. Yeah, Penny beat her up. Penny going to beat her up again. Is Mike going to be around for Bellator picks? Nah, bro. He is Mr. No Bellator predictions. He does not give his Bellator takes due to conflict of interest. He doesn't feel comfortable giving them, and I don't blame him. He's there with those guys. He doesn't want to be picking against them on a show and then run into them. I understand. Penny Kianza, unanimous decision. The Mike's Bellator picks. Bro, that's the one thing from Mike you'll probably never get. He'll probably never tell you his Bellator predictions, man. That's going to be his hidden secret, man. I don't even get his Bellator predictions, man. So who knows? Who knows? That's the mystery. Who knows? He might not even have Bellator predictions. And obviously, Kianza at 80% dominated the poll, and she's going to win. She's going to win. If she don't win, shit, be shocked. All right. We're doing another heavyweight fight, though, but it's between light heavyweights. It's Knight versus Clark. William Knight's already been a topic of conversation tonight. Knight taking on Clark. All right. All right, brother. It's the good fight. We're going to see. We're going to see the good fight. Devin Clark versus William Knight. Heavyweight. These guys just don't want to keep doing that fucking weight cut to light heavy. But these are guys that fought for a long time at light heavyweight. Dude, William Knight hits really hard, but he criminally underperformed in his last fight. Looked, I don't know, do I want to say atrocious? But he didn't look great. He has more ability than that. That was against Grisham. You got 2 straight losses for Devin Clark. But Devin Clark can wrestle his ass off, and I feel like he can take William Knight down. Knight might be able to hurt him with the hands. It's a very weird situation, I feel like, because it's heavyweight too. Knight didn't look good at all in his heavyweight debut. Clark, we don't know yet. But I'm going to go Devin Clark off what I've seen from them at light heavyweight. The wrestling's a problem. He's going to land takedowns. And I think William Knight is probably going to get beaten on the scorecards, but I could see them throwing down. And I do think William Knight always is live for the knockout. So let me bring up the lines here. William Knight is a plus 158 dog. Clark is a minus 163 favorite. It's the ugliest line I've ever seen, but those are the best value odds. As far as... Let me see if I'm trying to find somewhere that has all the props. We don't have them all. Knight wins inside distance is plus 305. So knockout's going to be like plus 320 to plus 350. William Knight by knockout is never a bad idea to play. Even though I'm feeling the Clark side, I don't think William Knight is a bad idea in the slightest, bro. In the slightest. You'll give it Bellator picks. Hey, Andy Gonzalez is going to drop his Bellator picks at the end of the show tonight. So stay tuned. Get Landsberg a shit bag in a wheelchair. It's over. It's heavyweight, not light heavy. Yeah, bro. They're both moving up. They decided it's time to kick the fucking weight cut to the curb. I definitely could see it. Yep. That's how I'm kind of feeling here. Have you heard of Ali Edwards? In a press when X-Man is coming in short notice against Aaron Pico? I've heard of him. I haven't finished my film study for Bellator, so let me get my finished study, and then I'll give you the official pick. But it's hard for me to go against Pico, just off the top. Night by knockout, I could see it. Leaning on Clark by decision. Have to watch the first round. I definitely would consider it more of a live bet. William Knight TKO. If Knight stops takedowns, he's live. Think about fading main event and going hard on Boudet. I like the Boudet play personally too. Knight would be eating more protein for heavyweight. They fought in Landsberg's debut. It's Penny's second fight. Penny actually has more experience. That is crazy how much older she is, man. Sure, it's protein, man. You guys think it's something else. Clark has more skilled heavy punchers before and didn't get knocked out. He'll grind out. That's what I'm kind of seeing. I think it looks like the Menfield fight. A lot of grappling, decision, and Devin Clark, man. Wrestling for the win in that matchup, man. Oh, shit. We're about to jump to the main card. The poll right now, though, you guys are actually on the Nightmare William Knight side. Edged out. Wow. Okay. Okay. You guys are William Knight believers here. 52% William Knight. All right. All right. If you guys haven't yet, make sure to smash the hell out of that like button and let's pump the hell out of that algorithm. Smash those likes, guys. Smash the like button, brother. We gonna smash the likes. This easy money, brother. We gonna smash the like button. Munir Lazez versus Ang Lusa is a late notice fight. Lusa takes it on very short notice. He just recently fought earlier on this month. He beat John Howard by a unanimous decision over at XMMA, and he looked good doing it. Lost on the Dana White's Contender Series against very impressive Jack Della Maddalena. Not a bad defeat. Ang Lusa is a guy that honestly is pretty decent and maybe even UFC caliber right now. They throw him Munir Lazez, who is a nightmare of a kickboxer, and Lusa more so a striker. The thing that I like about Lusa is he will mix in the wrestling. What I'm concerned about here is him having much success taking down Munir Lazez. I know Lazez is not a great grappler by any means. I know Lazez's game on the ground is very limited. His takedown defense looks solid, and I feel like Lusa, he's strong, but it's going to be more relying on the strength. Now, I could see Lusa pulling off an upset, but I'm going to go Lazez by decision. I think that Lazez is competent on the floor, and I do believe Lusa's striking game is not at the level of Lazez. So give me Lazez to win a decision. I think he out kickboxes him. Things I like about Ang Lusa, because I wrote some things down after watching this footage, man. There's some things that I did enjoy. What I like about him is the striking. Lots of movement. His upper body stays moving. He slips shots pretty well. Really good kicking game, whether it's legs, body kicks, high kicks, etc. He does bring in the wrestling, as I said, and he's very physically strong. Lazez, definitely the more precise kickboxer. I'd say he's the more dangerous kickboxer. He has a more dynamic skill set, but 34 years of age. Lusa, 28. But the short notice also plays a factor. I'm going to go Lazez by decision, but I don't love the bet here either side. Let me get the odds up because I know there are some lines that have released. Lazez is the favorite, of course. Munir Lazez is a minus 200 favorite to plus 170 against Lusa. So it's a reasonable line for sure. I don't hate it. And I think it makes sense. But personally, I'm going to go with Lazez for the W. Close, Jenkins, no distance, minus 150. Love that. Boudet plus Sabatini parlay is my lock of the week. Fights us at light heavyweight on UFC. Shit, I'm still going Devin Clark. Lusa equals loser. Lusa does have heart. Never bet on Lusa. Lazez beats Lusa. I don't think the UFC like Lazez. He was a flop when he lost to Alves and hasn't fought in years. They were going to feed him to Zaleski. I don't think it was years, bro. It was about, what, a year and 2 months? I think Lazez still has a marketable game, bro. He's a guy from Dubai. Come on, man. He's fighting out of Dubai. They want somebody there. He's live. He's live. I think he's live. I'm going to go with the side of Lazez win by a decision, minus 200. But I do think Lusa isn't like an awful bet if you're feeling that dog side. I don't think it's super high likelihood that he does get it done. Let's keep running up the card as we finish out this main card. Just 5 fights remaining here, and then I'll be bringing 2 guests on, which I'm really excited about. This next fight, I think, is one of the more straightforward matchups of this entire card, man. Laramie versus Sabatini. All right. It is Pat Sabatini versus Tj Laramie. This is, to me, mismatch. I think Pat Sabatini is vastly superior as a martial artist than Laramie. Laramie is a guy with a lot of potential. He's a strong wrestler. He's an aggressive kid that's explosive, but man, I just don't think the likelihood is there. I feel like you're going to see Pat Sabatini have a level above as far as fight IQ, level above as far as high level experience. I think his stand-up game is better. I think his submissions are better. The wrestling is good for sure, but Laramie got crazy and got subbed, man. When you look, when he got choked out against, what was the name of the fighter he got choked out against? Fucking Dark Minner, way over aggressive, got caught. I don't think Laramie's all that. I think Sabatini, this is a dominant fight for him. I think Pat Sabatini sub is realistic. Thinking first or second round. I don't think it's really all that close, man. I really do not. As far as the line, Sabatini, he is a huge favorite, minus 400, plus 375 for Laramie. Let's see what the people, you guys are all over Sabatini. This is a fight that really didn't need much. I mean, I expected this to be a quick talk. UFC trying to get rid of Laramie. Dude, I don't think so, man. Laramie's game is built upon his grappling, dude. His striking ain't that good. Sabatini via smash, Sabatini by submission. Also, Laramie has a fastest 2020, Sabatini all day. Yeah, they are feeding them to the wolves. Look at Bilal a few years ago versus now. Not saying I haven't thought that as well, my brother. Not saying that he's really fucking. He's went hard with the weights, my bro. Keep in mind, Bilal's currently in Ramadan. But I mean, yeah, that's a problem, bro. I love Sabatini. He should destroy, bro. He should destroy. That's fucking crazy. Yeah, I think he's gonna get destroyed. Yeah, I think we're going to see Sabatini. Inside distance is the ultimate, and I'll give you the inside distance line before we jump to the next fight. Inside distance, Sabatini plus 140. I'm going to be attacking that line because you know what? I think Sabatini probably finishes this fight off with dominance. Give me Sabatini for the W, baby. Let me close out this poll because it's not even close, 89%. And I want to get to our guest segment, man. I don't want to hold back on that. I'm talking to one of the guests. We still good with our guy, man. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're getting everything checked, guys. I'm getting everything locked and loaded because we're gonna have our first guest, Andy Gonzalez, locked in, and special fucking guest in the house, man. All right, so let me keep running up the card. I hate this fight. I'll be honest, this fight we're about to run up on is one of my least favorite fights of the year to do research on, to think about, to have to sit through and watch. And it's on the main card. Sorry. Sorry. Because it's these girls are trying, but I'm just very real about how I feel, bro. And I don't want to lead you guys into a direction thinking that I'm like high on this fight. I am not. I am not. It is Myro Bueno Silva versus Yananwu. Bro. Bro. I hate this fight on the main card. Why? Why is this on the main card? I don't know. Either way, give me Silva. I'm about to close my, like, come on, man. I don't like this matchup because I think we're really in store for a fight that isn't UFC level. I think we're in store for maybe a slow performance. I feel like we're going to see even Silva fight to a lower level against Wu. Wu's like a really awkward striker. I think she does a little bit too much with the stand-up, man. There's a difference between quality head movement and going crazy with head movement. And I think she goes crazy with head movement, does way too much. I think it's going to be a problem. I think Silva's going to land counters. I think Silva might even land takedowns. I think that I just want to not watch this fight, but we're going to be here. We're going to be here through this fight. And I'm picking Silva for the win, and I'm pretty confident in it. I think she's just got a way better game overall. As far as the line, minus 400 Silva, Wu plus 368. Hideous fight. I want to see if there's anything funny I wrote in the notes here, man. Let me look here. Yeah, it was just the most basic rundown. Wu, one of my favorite traits about her. She's fairly quick, moves her hands a lot. She attacks with decent amount of straights and solid volume. For Silva, I like the Muay Thai stance. I think her grappling and takedown defense is good. She's solid in the Thai clinch. I think she'll control against the cage. I think she'll mix in takedowns. We know who we're on. For me, Silva all day. Silva all day. Let's see what the people are saying here. Let's see what the people are saying. Mostefo, it was so apparent against W, bumps everyone in the head on your weeds. Not Bilal is irrelevant. No one remembers his name. That's funny. Bellator has a juicy card too. Yeah, bro. I'm covering Bellator, bro. Don't think I'm sleeping on Bellator. AJ, looking leaner. You're still training. Dude, I bodybuild 6 days a week, bro. I've been doing the full bodybuilding lifestyle, but I did spar some boxing today with my brother, man, which is some good work. This guy fucking competes. He's the real deal. I needed to get him a little work, man. And I still got a little something, man. I'll be honest. I surprisingly felt pretty good. But right now, I'm getting leaner for sure. I'm like 175 down from like 182, 183. Trying to get the full six pack. When I get it, you'll see it. I'm pulling it off, bro. I'm dialing into the cut, bro. I'm using MyFitnessPal. I'm counting calories, bro. Keep it on the low end. Today, bro, I fucking killed cardio at the gym, and then I did a second session with the sparring. So it was good work, man. I feel fantastic, bro. Not gonna lie to you. I feel really good. But I appreciate you noticing, bro. That face is looking a lot better. I don't have those puffy cheeks like you see when I get heavy, man. Sometimes like 190s, man. I'm fat boy. Wu is not. She's not. Will Silva shoot a takedown? Why has she never done it? I've seen Wu's in clips. She looks way faster. She's going to get a dominant win. Good luck, bro, if you're picking them. I respect who picked Wu, bro. It makes sense, man. I think he'd beat Bilal in a boxing match if he wasn't juiced, though. Wu is going to surprise. I'm excited to be surprised. I'm excited, brother. I'm going to surprise you. You're going to surprise me, brother. I picked Wu. I was one of the few to pick Aljo. Shit, bro. You might be onto something here. Wu is going to get yeeted. I could see it as a greasy fight. I don't like it, though. I hate this fight. As I said, I hate this fight. And Mauro Bueno Silva minus 400, you're better off playing Wu at plus money. Fight is going to be a fucking drag. Silva, decision. Aljo is good, man. Yep. Greasy fight for sure, bro. Silva has 0 takedowns and attempt. AJ preparing for the Octagon debut, man. I don't know, man. I was thinking the coolest shit would be, at least like a kickboxing match in a cage. That could be pretty fucking cool, bro. Awesome. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Doc Ock. I didn't even realize that's Doc Ock. OG Doc Ock in the house. My guy. I love that shit, man. Yeah, Wu's odds are fantastic, bro. How old are you, bro? This is like a running joke on the channel. What would you guess, man? What would you guess? Guess the age in the chat, man. Guess the age in the chat, and I'll let you know. Like a real bad Invicta fight. Yeah, Wu, bro. The Wu fight, I don't get it, man. I don't get why that's on the main card, but it's all cool. It's all cool. It's all cool, Wu. It is what it is. I'm gonna go with Bueno Silva for the W. This is UFC Vegas 51, guys. It ain't a great card. And the people are at 87% towards the side of Bueno Silva. I get it. I hate the bet. I don't like the fight. It's weird as shit. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit, lad. Fuck that shit, lad. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Why is that on the main card? I know I'm being a whiner about it, but dude, come on. Give me that fighter over with the first fight of the night. Come on, man. Give me that fight over without fight one. But instead, they want to give it to me late. Fucking bastards. Fucking bastards. All right, it is Andre Fialo versus Miguel Bieza. I'm excited to see these two go at it, man. I think Fialo's a pretty live underdog with his stand-up. Bieza could snipe him from range. It's a weird fight, right? Because Fialo's got a lot more experience, but Bieza's been riding with that UFC experience. I think Fialo's got really good pressure. I think that could potentially be a problem. Overall, I think that the Fialo side is a very good underdog pick potentially, but you got to know what you're dealing with opposite him. Miguel Bieza is a very patient kickboxer who does have extremely fast kicks. His hands are decent. He does enter the pocket fairly well and counter. And you know what? He counter strikes pretty decently too. I think his wrestling could surprise some people, though. I feel like Fialo can definitely defend for the most part. I think Fialo's a live underdog, so I am kind of liking that underdog side, especially with Bieza dropping a couple. Granted, I think Bieza is going to be ready and coming with a vengeance. I could see Bieza winning a unanimous decision, as well. I'm flip floppy here. I'm a Bieza fan, and honestly, as the more I'm talking about it, I'm selling myself on Bieza. So I am very excited to see where you guys are at, because me being torn here, I don't want to get swayed by looking at the dog, the plus money. I think that Bieza may beat him, and I don't know. I'm having this feeling right now, I sat on this fight. I was leaning Fialo early, and now I'm sitting on it thinking maybe not. I'm torn here. We're gonna see officially, but I think Andre Fialo is a live underdog, to say the least. He's sitting at about plus 158, plus 145. Bieza at minus 170. Let's see, bro. This is interesting, man. This is an interesting fight. All right, let's see these. See, dude, the age guesses are all over the place. 25, 28, 29, 26, 32. You're looking at like 21 with the workouts these days, 22, 20, 33, 26, 24. Oh, Josh Saunders, 23. That's the right one, bro. The truth is 23, my brother. John Favreau's 28-year-old son. Bieza is going to ping his head off the canvas. I definitely think it could happen, but the chin. Bieza too chinny. You could think Fialo TKO. That's why I pick Fialo, bro. Is I'm worried. I'm fucking worried, man. I love Bieza. Like, I'm so torn on this one, man. And when you guys, this is what I love about the late night live. It almost humanizes the predictions, so you see the thoughts that go on in my head as I'm fucking running through these, because I do think Andre Fialo's durability is better. Fialo by knockout. Yeah, let's get those fucking likes up, man. Oh, Wheezy in the chat. What's good, AJ? Thanks for all the great work you do, brother. Let's stack them. Hey, thank you, my bro, Wheezy. Thank you, man. I hope to have you in the box sometime soon, man. I'll DM you, bro. I'll DM you and we'll set a time, because always bring these guests on later, man. So you're definitely one of the guys I'd like to chat with, bro. We haven't chatted up yet, and I think we got to make it happen, bro. So we will be in touch, Wheezy, and I appreciate you tuning into my show, my brother. Much love to Wheezy in the chat. Shout out to you, bro. Bieza has some tough fights with Kaz News and Easy, and he did okay in both. I've seen one right age guess. That's it. Yeah, bro. The age guesses are normally way off, bro. Fialo round one. Oh shit. You think it doesn't go distance? Guru Fialo first round knockout. I meant 23, but I pressed 22. Some love for the Wheeze man himself. Fialo is the people's pick. You guys are at it with 58%. Okay. 56%. It's flip-flopping a little bit, but not bad. Not bad. Let me close out this poll. And the Fialo side is the people's pick. So note that if you're saving the people's picks, if you're one of the few. Bet, bro. Bet. I will DM you, bro, and we will set some up to do a conversation maybe next week if you're free, my brother. You're the man, bro. Thank you, man. You're the guy, Weez. I'm excited, man. That'll be fun, man. Got a special guest tonight that's a familiar face for you, bro. So I'm looking forward to that. Your whole betting life ahead of you, young man. I got a lot of time, bro. I got a lot of time to enjoy and go hard at what I love, man. Fialo's your dog of the night. Okay, so I'm not crazy. Oh, 100%, bro. If I take the hat off, I look like a different guy. I like the hat on, man, for that reason. It keeps a little mystique, bro. I gotta have a little magic I'm working with here. Come on now. I gotta work a little magic for the people, brother. Guys haven't yet, make sure to smash the likes. Closing in on 50 live likes, which is always a pleasure to see. So smash the like, show your boy some love. Let's get this co-main event underway. The co-main event. All right, the co-main event is Kaio Baralo versus Omar Gadziev. It sucks that we see these two matched off this soon because I was actually really looking forward to seeing Omar Gadziev versus somebody else and then seeing Kaio Baralo versus somebody else. Instead, let's throw them together. Let's match these guys up. It's unfortunate. Two Contender Series prospects that have looked really good. Fuck, man. I think Baralo's stand-up game can take him far, but shit. Omar Gadziev's takedowns. I got to go with the wrestler here. I think that we're going to see Omar Gadziev land. Yes, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt on the side of Kaio Baralo. Note that. It is a real thing. He uses his range well, very wide stance, but when he gets smothered, it's a problem. You even saw what Aaron Jeffrey was able to get some success in the Contender Series. I think you're going to see Gadziev really build on that. Another thing to note is the small cage. I think that could be a problem with this fight. As wide of a stance and as much distance as a guy like Baralo uses, fighting a pure, strong wrestler in a small cage is one of the most difficult tasks, and I feel like Omar Gadziev has the okay stand-up chops to at least be respected, and then he sets things up with a takedown. So for me, I'm going to go Omar Gadziev with fair confidence, but it is unfortunate because I do like Kaio a lot. Gadziev is a minus 135 favorite. Kaio Baralo plus 115 as the underdog. I like it, bro. I like it. Think the hat makes you look older? Yeah, it definitely does, bro. The hat gives a wise sage look. I appreciate it, man. I was thinking Kyle, then I realized he's a natural 155 and he might get controlled by Gadziev and lose a decision. I definitely think the control, man. Baralo by decision. I like it. Kyle Baralo TKO. Been looking forward to Baralo's debut. It's supposed to happen on the December 18th and then turn 16th. I think the difference will be the reach is long. There's a big difference. Don't bet wins a mate. Don't fade Russians. 2 rules. I fucking personally, bro, am a big fan of the Dagestanis, the Russians in general, bro. I personally love it. Tough pick. A pick 'em for me. Bet on the guy with neck tattoo. He ain't gonna go back to the 9 to 5 facts. Be honest, guru influence on the hat. My hat doesn't look like gurus, man. He's got the beanie, bro. I like rocking the fucking flat cap, bro. Like I've flip-flopped hats a bit, but dude, the flat cap is my go-to when the channel really stapled, and that's my money run is this flat cap, bro. The cage matters for real. The Russians beating all the men whose names have ended in Ov and Ev. Yeah, bro. I'm going with the Russians. Undefeated Russian, hard to pick against. Yeah, I'm not gonna be. Women's MMA usually pretty easy money. Depends on the fight. Depends on the fight, brother. It depends on the fight, brother. Some fights are crazy fight, brother. Some fights you're gonna get smashed, brother. Omar Gadziev is a people's pick. No surprise, but the line is closer than I was anticipating. Right now, you're about 56%. 56%. I like it. Young Balboa, bro. The Italian fucking stallion. Listen, bro, Rocky would be proud, bro. Always hate from Miranda Maverick. Yeah, Miranda Maverick, you know, if you betting her, bro, you're in a bit of trouble, man. You're in a bit of trouble. All right, man. We got one more fight, and then I'm sending the links out to the people, man. I'm fucking excited to bring some guests in. The guests are coming. Fight goes distance plus money worth a stab. Both tough guys. I think he goes long, and I think Gadziev, bro. I think Gadziev. You do look hella Italian, to be fair. I mean, I am part Italian, bro. So I'm glad that I got a little bit of the look, man. Right now, I think I look like I'm straight out of Dagestan. Can't wait for the co-main, dude. Great prospects, and I always hate the prospect kill fight, but ultimately it doesn't kill the prospect. I think both of these guys still have bright futures no matter what happens. I go Dagestan. I go Russian. I guess I can't say Dagestan. I go Russian. I like the Russians in general. I like Gadziev. I think his game's going to be tricky, man. I believe he is Dagestani, if I'm not incorrect there. The case. I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think it's Jacasey Borishev, man. Vicente Luque is a well-rounded guy that trains at the best camp in maybe America, maybe the world. At least one of them. 55% for Gadziev as the favorite. He is the people's pick. Note that the people's pick is Omar Gadziev. Let's keep running up and let's arrive at the main. Let me throw this poll up and we're going to get the main event take and we're going to get the official people's pick for the main event. All right. All right. All right. Let's get this shit ready. Main event of the evening. If you haven't yet, smash the hell out of the like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. It's Vicente Luque versus Belal Muhammad, and I am extremely excited to see these two throw down again. It's the rematch of these two. I've sat on this fight for a while. I want to note some X factors. Belal Muhammad, Ramadan season, assuming he's participating, could be a little bit of a factor, right? That could be a little factor. You're not eating during the day. It's a little hard to keep that perfect nutrition. Forget about that. Let's keep running. Vicente Luque has a knockout win over him in the past. And when you knock somebody out, I guarantee you they come into that next fight worried. What we see on Bilal's side, though, positive. The physique has dramatically increased. He looks jacked. He looks really jacked. He looks incredible. Whatever. Let's skip past the physique part because we know where it leads. Let's skip past the physique. He's fucking looking good in the cage. Great pressure, control. His wrestling's A game. Who does he beat? He beats 40-year-old Wonderboy Thompson, who I'll be honest, Wonderboy ran through Vicente Luque in a pure striking match. Would that happen again? At this point, I don't know if that would. Vicente Luque has seemed to turn a corner. His grappling game is evolving. He trains with Gilbert Burns on a regular basis, and I think we saw, let's not sleep on Gilbert Burns anymore because I sleep on him too much. Right now, I think that we're still going to see a Vicente Luque win. Method of victory gets wish-washy for me. I could see the chance of a knockout. I could see the chance of a submission. But could Belal Muhammad go 5 rounds and control Luque against the cage for the entire thing in the small cage? Yes, it could happen. It definitely could happen. I'll tell you this. I'm guessing this also. If you're watching the money line Thursday, I don't know Mike's pick, but I'll guarantee you he's picking Belal. I think Vicente Luque's stand-up is vastly better. If he can stop the chain wrestling attack, I think he will stop Belal Muhammad. He might wrestle the hell out of him, as I see you guys talking about in the chat. He might. He definitely might. But I'm going to go with the side of Vicente. I'm going Vicente Luque, guys. Give me Vicente. Let's see what the people in the chat are talking about all the way at the top. You got the bully for the win. Luque by late TKO. Flat cap suits you. Keep up the great work, brother. Thank you, my bro. Thank you, man. Belal plus 150. Got to do it. Nunes, such a lock, you think? I think she's a confident pick, but I don't know about such a lock. Thank you, bro. Much love, man. Much love, my brother. Belal ain't holding Luque down. That's how I feel. This is how I feel. He's on the Usman juice. Juice, everybody's saying juice. That's funny. Muhammad has better cardio offensive grappling. Luque has good dart shows and power. Only for winter rounds. Belal can come back and win late for a split. Okay. I respect your pick there. I don't think it's a terrible read. You think he wrestles someone in the small cage? Definitely a factor. That small cage is something I'm worried about. Bet Clippers to win. Good luck, bro. I don't play no basketball. Luque can absolutely knock Belal out in round 5. He isn't gassing. Yeah, I don't think Luque's in a gas here. Controlling win rounds. Belal tough as nails. Showed a chin in most of the fights. Yeah, and the one guy that slept him was Luque. I think he could do it again. He gassed against Leon Edwards and controlled by him. Well, that Leon fight was too inconclusive for us to really know. You might drop a sprinkle. Listen, that's not a bad play if you're sprinkle propping. We talk picks or we talk betting. Let's talk pure betting now. Luque's minus 171, minus 167 best value. Belal plus 153. I'm looking at the lines here. Over 1.5 is minus 530. Yeah. Let's see. Belal Muhammad to win by a decision is plus 270. Plus 225 at Bet Online. If you're going Belal, that's not a bad way to go. I don't love betting Luque. I have a hard time picking method of victory, but I kind of like inside distance, plus 135. This is a difficult matchup, and it's really, can Luque keep Belal off of him? This is something I'm worried about. Don't think me picking Luque as, yes, absolute lock, but I think that Vicente Luque should be able to win this bout, guys. I really do. I really, 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 really do. Now, I do got to send some links out to a couple of the guests popping in today. Let me send these links out here so we can get everybody who's set to coming through. Very excited to have some guests in the house. You guys know the late night live, we do it for the people, bro. And I absolutely love giving people a spot here, man. It's honestly, it's like this might be my favorite show, bro. I gotta say, like, obviously I love every show I do, but I love the late night live, bro. It's the casual conversation. We chill, we talk, and then we chat it up with some great people in the fight game, bro. Some great minds of the game. All right, let me get this link sent out. All right. If you talk to me about joining, you are getting a link. You know who you are. Accept those bad boys right now. We know who the first guest is going to be. I think everybody knows. He's a staple. He's one of the, he's essentially, I think he's the second guest ever, maybe, Andy. And he's come through every single week. This is Andy's time to shine. I bring him on permanently. He's got his place in the Hall of Fame from committing each time. We got to get my Spanish brother's takes, man. Let me plug these headphones in. All right. Andy, the co-host, he is like the co-host, bro. He pops in like a savage, man. And here he is now. Andy Gonzalez, the legend in the house. He got the clean shave.
What's up?
Man. Good. What's up, brother, man?
Yeah, what's up, brother?
Good, bro. You're looking fly. Now, let me ask you. I want to ask about last week. How'd you feel about the Torres and Dern decision?
Man, sometimes the people rob you. You know, it's a robbery. I don't give a fuck of the opinion of the people. What's a robbery? If you back in the past decision of Askarov and Kaikara France, well, the strikes are so important. Why in the third round was not in this time? Right. It's a robbery. Bad decisions, bad judges. I am very confident in for example, the odds of the three important fights way odds in favor of Vegas, you know.
Yeah, that was dude. The same thing.
Man, the judges are Vegas by the judges. I know that fact, but it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I didn't lose money. It is what it is. Let's get green to this guy.
Yeah. Now, Andy, we're gonna do. I wanna hear some of like I want to get a run through. So we'll talk the main and co-main afterwards. Really, I want to know besides the main and co-main, what are like some of the bets you're looking at this week? What are some of your confident picks? What are you liking? So list them off for me, man.
Well, you have coin flips in this card, but for me, you have, if you pick well in this card, you have very confident picks, in my opinion. Because, for example, I will make a breakdown of the fights. For example, you have Estella Nunes. Okay, Sam Hughes is a durable fighter, a pressure fighter, but in my opinion, Estella Nunes is a great Muay Thai fighter. Yes. And okay, Sam Hughes has back in the day not good matchups. Tefia Torres, for example, even in LFA, Lupita Godinez, Sam Hughes fought against Luana Pineiro. She has not good matchups. Even Luma Lubomi.
Yeah.
I think Estella Nunes is a great Muay Thai fighter. For me, it's one of the confident picks. You know, you have, for example, one of my locks is Martin Buday. Martin Buday, I think he's going to knock out in the first round in the clinch with the knees, like he did against Lorenzo Huth in Dana White Contender Series. Chris Barnett is not a heavyweight, and Martin Buday could close the distance to neutralize the kicks, because it's the only path of the victory to win in the decision. Chris Barnett winning in a decision, in my opinion, the only way I can see win Chris Barnett. And Martin Buday is a good lock, in my opinion. Mayra Bueno Silva, this reminds me like the Alessa Grasso, but not that confident at all, but reminds me like the Alessa Grasso shop. Mayra Bueno Silva saw people like Gillian Robertson, so fighters, in my opinion, are better grapplers than Jan and Hu. I see a armbar for Mayra Bueno Silva. Why? Why I see armbar for Mayra Bueno Silva? Because Jan and Hu, I think with the pressure with the pressure of Mayra Bueno Silva, the Muay Thai pressure, keeping the pressure in the cleans. Mayra Bueno Silva, Jan Angus is going to try to taking down Mayra Bueno Silva. And I think Mayra Bueno Silva is confident with the back in the floor. So I'm going with Mano. It's a interesting bet, Mayra Bueno Silva by stat. I don't know the odds, but it could be a good option.
Let me see. I'll find them for you. But yeah, keep going, man, and I'll let you know those odds as I find them. Let's see if they're out. Bueno Silva via sub. Let's see. Oh, they're not out yet. No official like deep props, no specific props. We only got inside distance and stuff. I like that though. What else are we looking at here, Andy?
And for example, Dracar close. Man, Dracar close is steps. I know, not good odds in Dracar close. I know that fact. But man, Dracar, if full round did that fight against Brandon Jenkins, so comfortable full round in the 3 rounds, keeping the pressure, wrestling, close the distance with the man. Dracar close is a fighter similar like Drew Dober.
Yeah.
For example, the pressure, the kicks, the boxing. I'm confident in Dracar close. So okay, Brandon Jenkins is like USA zombie. It's a zombie, Brandon Jenkins, man.
Yeah.
He takes the punches, he takes the strikes. This could get to the distance. Okay, this could. But in my opinion, Dracar close is going to end this fight by knockout, in my opinion.
Okay,
for me, it's not a bad pick. For example, Lena Landsberg, Paini Kianza. No good odds, but Paini Kianza, for me, in my opinion, Paini Kianza is more complete fighter in the striking. Because Lena Landsberg is going to close the distance in the cleans. Just like I said you in the past week, if Raquel Pennington did not the fight against Paini Kianza of the cleans, okay, Pennington won that fight, but it was struggling against Paini Kianza because it's difficult to close the distance, to keep in the cleans. Paini Kianza by decision, in my opinion. Andre Fialo is good underdog because he's closing the distance very well against Miguel Bieza. I think he could close the distance very well against Miguel Bieza. He struggles against this kind of fighters like Poncinibio, like, for example, Chaos Williams, like, for example, even Matt Brown in the first round. I see a knockout for Andre Fialo.
I like
Miguel Bieza has the matchup, a good matchup for recover the confidence against Diego Lima, but Diego Lima recently retired. This is not a good matchup in my opinion for Miguel Bieza. I'm going with you with the Andre Fialo side.
Okay, good.
It's good now. And Pat Sabatini, I think, is going to submit Tj Laramie.
It's plus money for that right now. Like we gotta attack that line, man. I'm surprised. Inside distance is plus money too. I love that line.
Inside distance, even at TKO.
Even at TKO. Plus 130.
Yes. Tj Laramie, the game plan was against Mexil Bagdasarian because this is a kind of short notice.
Yeah.
He's going to make the same mistake like he made against Derek Mina.
Yeah.
It's not a good
rushes.
It's not a good grappler. I saw the fight years ago, but the Tj Laramie versus Chael Jordan, he doesn't know to close an iron triangle. It's not for me. It's not a good grappler. And Sabatini, man, is so impressive. Like he gets the for example the armbars, the heel hooks. Is a complete grappler. Is one to watch, in my opinion. If he improves the stand-up fight, he could be a top 15 in the featherweight, in my opinion.
I agree.
Rafa Garcia, Jesse Ronson is a coin flip. I don't know.
It's a weird fight.
I don't know anything of that fight. Kaio Baralo, Omar Gadziev. Omar Gadziev for me is A really good, a good problem. It's a problem for everybody in this division. I mean, Kaio Baralo is a good karate stance, a good, really good BJJ, but in my opinion, Gadziev could get a TKO in the ground and pound.
Yeah,
Many pace.
I agree. I think he's gonna get on top, and it's gonna be hard for Baralo. Like, I don't see Baralo with enough off his back personally for a Dagestan side. Like, these Russians that get on top, their wrestling is off the charts.
You saw against the Canadian guy. I don't know what's the Canadian guy like won against Andrei Petrovsky in LFA. I don't know. I don't remember the name.
Okay, I can't either, man. I can't either.
Well, Kaio Baralo fought against.
Aaron Jeffrey. Aaron Jeffrey, is that it?
Aaron Jeffrey, thanks. Yep. Thanks, yeah. Well, it's not impressive, and then fought against in light heavyweight a guy that I don't remember. I don't impressive by that performance. Yeah. I think Omar Gadziev is so complete. He has a good stand-up fight, even has a good kick. He could close the distance very well. So, in my opinion, this is a confident pick. Okay, you need to keep in your brain that the judges are there. So, keep save your money for example, you have the judges here, the referees. I don't know, but for me, Omar Gadziev is a safe pick in my opinion at the moment. And Vicente Luque, Belal Muhammad. MMA math does not work. Does not work because Vicente Luque lost against Stephen Thompson by decision. Belal Muhammad win against. Vicente Luque win against Belal Muhammad. You know, it's tricky. No, Belal Muhammad wins. Stephen Thompson is the style of the fighting. The style of the fighting. Vicente Luque is so complete. Vicente Luque is so complete, in my opinion. He could get the pace in the first round so very quickly, even against Chiesa in that fight that ended in the DRC choke. Man, Vicente Luque has the pace. Belal Muhammad in striking is a brawler. He's not a technical fighter at all. In the brawl, Vicente Luque looks like this. Like looks in the past. Knockout in first round against Belal Muhammad. This is going to be so similar. Because what is the difference between the Belal Muhammad of the past and now?
I would say both guys have gotten a lot better, but still, I think that Vicente.
Yes, but it's
the
It's the same. It's the same. It's the same. Man, Belal Muhammad look in that way against Stephen Thompson. Why? Because if he didn't that game plan, he was a similar fight like Jeff Neal, Stephen Thompson.
Yeah.
Trying close the distance, trying.
Yeah. No, you said it perfectly, bro. I feel like it's just one of those fights, man. I don't know. I'm with you. I'm on the same side. I'm going with you on Vicente Luque, but I am a little concerned about Baralo.
Okay. That's the style of the fight, like I told you, the style of the fight. Okay, you against Stephen Thompson. Stephen Thompson is not a wrestler, is not a BJJ guy, and is not aggressive in the Muay Thai. Stephen Thompson is waiting for you to make in the counters. Vicente Luque is not waiting, man. He's not waiting. He's going to pressure, he's going to close the distance, and keep it aware with the takedown defense. And if you take me down, I'm going to guillotine, DRC choke, all that stuff. I don't underestimate him, Belal Muhammad, but man, it's the style of the fighting. It's not. And why is this matchup? Well, both fighters wants to get active, but like they are not good social media fighters. They need to match up both fighters. But Vicente Luque, for me, Vicente Luque is more legit than Leon Edwards. Okay, I know that Vicente Luque lost against Leon Edwards, but man, you cannot fight for the title beating Nate Diaz 1 year ago. That's a joke, man. You saying to me that Chimaev is look human, look like a human, not a monster, but he won against Gilbert Burns, being the 11 in the ranking. I don't know. For me, Vicente Luque is legit. It's legit. For me, he's one of the title contenders, in my opinion. Belal Muhammad, for me, is not complete as Vicente Luque. Yeah. So for me, Vicente Luque is one of the locks, in my opinion.
I like it, Andy. I love your takes as always, man. I think we're on a similar side on a lot of these, man, which I'm glad to hear. When you drop in your breakdown for the Spanish fans, my brother, let them know.
Yes, my podcast is going to be in the tomorrow or even the Thursday if it's lately.
Okay, good. Guys, you know you got to follow Andy. He's here every week. He's the guy, man. Andy, bro. As always, it's a pleasure. I like the deep dive. I like the style we did it today. I think I'm going to keep that as the style. We talk more about the picks you really like, a couple that you don't, and then we talk a little bit about that main event. Actually, I think you revolutionized the game, Mr. Gonzalez.
Yes, AJ, thank you. And one question, if I could.
Always.
And what do you think about the last event?
I really enjoyed the fights thoroughly. I thought that Sterling deserved the decision. I know some people might hate that, but I do believe he won. I thought that Dern and Torres was the wrong call. I thought Torres won. I thought that in the main event, Volkanovski looked incredible. I'm actually really excited for him versus anyone. I think Henry Cejudo going up to 45 is in a really bad match. I think he get knocked out. And then I do think that Khamzat Chimaev is still a problem. And I think that people have kind of, he's overrated. It's like everybody's like, he never been knocked out. He never been punched. Everybody's talking about how he never been hit. And then he gets hit and, he's not that good now. He's gotten hit. So you can't please the people all the time. There's always going to be naysayers.
It's going to be better for us. It's going to be better for us. It's going to be better for us because I don't like the odds against Gilbert Burns. I don't like the odds against Lijan Lee. Man, you can think Usman is legit for Khamzat Chimaev. Khamzat Chimaev, man, he taking down against Gilbert Burns. He has the confidence. Usman has not the confidence to go into the ground against Gilbert Burns. That tells you everything.
I like it, man. Everything. I'm excited for that fight. I'm excited to break it down.
Yes, I am.
That'll be great.
I am excited. I am excited too, man. Khamzat Chimaev is going to be a double champ.
I like it. My Khamzat brother. Listen, Andy, it was great to have you here. Guys, subscribe to Andy if you haven't. It's Andy Gonzalez MMA. Check it out. He's also got Instagram too. Give this guy a subscribe. He's a great guy. Andy, much love, my brother. I will see you next week, and I'll be chatting with you. Much love, bro.
Take care. Take care, people. Take care.
Guest number 2, the final appearance. We made this happen. Liam picks fights. Liam, what is up, my guy?
What's going on, buddy? I'm feeling good. I'm happy to be here, boss man. Got some food in my system.
Good.
And I got through jiu-jitsu class today with these young killers. So, man, a couple people pulled me aside after class. I have to come correct and hold that spot. You know what I'm saying? So, they put me through the paces, my man. I'm happy to be on with you.
Good, bro. Listen, I'm glad you're here, man. It worked out. Listen, when you said 10:30, I said that's great. As I always bring my Tuesday show is a 2 guest at the end. We chat it up. And so the main style, what we're going to do is I really want to know like your confident picks of the week. And then I'll hear, the main and co-main style breakdown really. So what do you, and obviously we talked already, the Ronson Garcia fight, which is a tricky one. Did you get a little dig dive in on that? Some deep dig dive in on that one?
Absolutely, man. And that was the fight that I really tried to focus my energy and attention on because the way that I normally do my capping, I go very deep into one matchup at a time. So I started with the main event. I went through my betting trends, things like that. And then you asked me about this matchup. So that was the next one that I put my attention towards. And I do think it's a really intriguing matchup. On the one side, you've got a guy who's a little bit younger. He's going to come in with that pressure wrestling style. And we've seen that that's troubled, his opponent in the past. But Jesse Ronson, he's a lot more experienced. He's been in the game for a really long time. And he's probably just the more dangerous guy. You look at these two styles of fighters, and one guy's out there. He's got a 4-2 record in decisions, and Rafa Garcia, he wins minutes. He gets after people with a pressuring style of wrestling, but he's really not the most dangerous fellow. If you were in a back alley and you had 3 minutes to end the fight, you're not going to send in Rafa Garcia, right? But that's just the way that I look at these guys. And, it's almost like the main event. You have somebody like Vicente Luque. He's clearly a dangerous guy. You can't stand in front of him too long. You get hurt. You shoot in with an errant takedown, you get your neck snatched up, the fight's over. Yeah. Whereas Belal Muhammad, he's going to put you through a pace. It's going to take him, as he says in his own interviews, 15, 20 minutes before he really can get you in a position where you'd want to quit a fight. So that's the kind of style that you see on the one end. And on the other end, you see a very dangerous southpaw striker and a guy who's going to bring a lot of power. And he's clever in the striking too. He's not just throwing with the left hand. A lot of times southpaws, I'm one myself. You like to fall in love with that lucky lefty, right? And that's what you see a lot of them throw. But this guy, he's not just doing that. He does a little bit of that Conor McGregor lean off the line and throw that the lead hand uppercut. He does a couple interesting things where he'll pull somebody forwards and backwards. So he'll push in, throw that big left hand, and as you try and answer, he'll step off and throw that right hook. So I think that he has a pretty interesting game. He's a dangerous guy, but I have a little bit of concerns with the fact that, he is 36 years of age and, potentially coming back off of a PED suspension. I like to take everybody at their word, so to speak, and nobody's doing anything and all that stuff. But I do believe that you also have to wait and see a little bit. I want to see what his physique looks like from the interviews I've heard. And that's the other thing. I know some people don't believe in listening to interviews or they don't take very much from it. I like to know where their head's at. If somebody's talking about, I just took this fight on, this week's notice and I didn't really think about it or whatever, that's a red flag. Whereas if they're like, this is my opponent, this is what they do, this is what I do, this is why I think I'm going to beat them. Okay. Now we have a plan, now we're not just flying by the seat of our pants. And a lot of times we're trying to bank on these fighters to make good decisions. And that's hard to do, especially you're not out there. You can't coach them from the corner. Hey, please do this, So you want to look for people that are going to fight reliably the same way. And I do think what you're getting into. If you sign up for the Rafa Garcia side, he's going to come out here. He's going to shoot double legs and single legs. He's going to come out there and try and spam a pretty basic boxing game and throw hands and put them on you. But I don't think he has a very complex game. He's been fighting professionally since 2014. And I think he's trying to rapidly close the gaps. He did fight in Combate Americas. He's got some decent experience prior to the UFC, but you look at those fights, there are a lot of them tooth and nail type of fights with guys that were washed out of the UFC. I don't think that he's, going to run through anybody in the UFC. I don't think he's on a level where he's going to be putting a ton of guys away. And the Gritzmacher loss aged really poorly, right? It's like Gritzmacher, his next fight looked very bad. So it's like, there's a couple of red flags in the level of competition he's faced. Whereas you look at Jesse Ronson, yes, he is a UFC washout by some standards, but you look at the guys he lost to, every one of them's quality. Every one of them went on to have a long run in the UFC. Most of them stayed in the UFC till this year. So it's I think that those guys are of a different class than some of the guys, that Rafa Garcia has been fighting that they may or may not have an impact in the UFC 2 years from now. They might all be cut. It's that's the kind of quality of competition we're dealing with. And so I think it is a fun matchup. It does offer some intrigue, a guy who's never been put away on the other side. He's a tough Mexican warrior. What are you going to see that would put down Rafa Garcia? On the other end, Jesse Ronson, he's the more lethal guy. There's no question about that. But I've also seen him put down. I've seen him hit with body shots that made him go down. And granted, at 170 pounds against Alexation, I'm butchering that name, but trying my best. And also, I actually thought in that Dalby fight, he got hurt to the body once early. And those are both fights at 170. He took that fight on short notice. I mean, that's an insane win that he beat Nicholas Dalby by really hurting him badly on the feet. Not easy to do. And then getting on top of him, lethal choke. I mean, the body control that he had there was serious. You could tell because that choke was locked in for about 2 seconds before, a very tough guy like Nicholas Dalby had to concede. So I do think that the more dangerous guy is who I would have to back if you're giving me this even money tag. And that's what I'm seeing right now. However, if I'm laying the chalk, neither one of these guys has been a bankable investment. I like to just look at how would I have fared if I had backed these guys in the past, and you'd be losing money, frankly, right? And for the Ronson side, you could almost justify it more so because, number one, his average odds in the UFC has been plus 150. So it's like he wasn't supposed to win these fights that he's had. And he did come through as a big underdog against Dalby. That's impressive stuff. You got to take that into mind. However, then I look at this other side here, and Rafa Garcia, he's 1-1 as a UFC favorite. So he's got one win under his belt. He does have a win by decision. You look at the record in decisions for Jesse Ronson, it's just not good, right? It's like if this fight goes 15 minutes, that's when it starts to get not good. It's 4-7 in decisions versus 4-2 on the other side. So again, we've got one guy with more experience. Maybe if Rafa Garcia has 10 more fights, he has more chances to lose these decisions. And here's what I think is the final nail in the coffin. It's a southpaw matchup. So how has he done against other UFC southpaws? Well, Nasrat Haqparast absolutely dog-walked Rafa Garcia for portions of the fight. And then Rafa Garcia found his way back in. But Nasrat Haqparast has really been on hard times. Even in just pure stand-up boxing matches, the guy can't hack it right now in the UFC, and he's got to make some changes in order to stay competitive in the division. And so those are some of the things that give me pause. Where I've seen Jesse Ronson have lethal, effective striking against quality guys, that tells me that he's the more dangerous fellow. And for as long as this fight lasts, it's going to become more and more live that Rafa Garcia wins. Maybe we need to take an exit strategy if after round one, my man Jesse Ronson, 36, he's feeling it in his lungs. But I do think that in round one, the guy who's more reliable to win it is going to be Ronson, especially if he can stuff some of those takedowns. I have seen on tape that digging of underhooks, wide base in his stance along the fence line. I don't think he's just a slouch in those positions, but as he tires over the course of a fight, it's only inevitable that people get more lackluster in their takedown defense. So I think that Rafa Garcia live to take over late, but his cardio's not exceptional either. So it's going to be an uphill battle, and two guys that are going to come to scrap for sure.
Yeah, I like your take on that one. I love the deep breakdown, and I think you're selling me on Ronson more so, my guy, because I'm with Ronson for the W, man. I'm gonna ride his way. Originally, it says 170, and then it says 155. I gotta confirm it's 55. At 55, I still don't think Ronson is in, like, as you said, there's no danger with Rafa Garcia. So for me, I would back the more dangerous guy at close money, especially I like Ronson with, even though, like, I guess it's a lot of people don't really respect the amateur kickboxing pedigree, but he's got like 30 amateur kickboxing fights. I don't think he's got, as you said, the takedown defense seems to be there. Rafa Garcia was outstruck by Chris Grutzmacher, who I don't really hold in like high regard. I'm going with you, man. And I think Ronson might surprise us with a decision here.
And that's the other thing. I think he's matured a little bit as well. I liked everything he said in his interviews. I think he sounds like a smart guy who's kind of aware of himself. I do think he's going to come out here and try and put a little bit of a pace on there because he described Rafa Garcia as an energy matcher. I thought that was a pretty astute analysis, and I've rolled with guys like this where if you bring 100, they're going to bring 100 right back. And you can, if I got better cardio than he does, I can go 100 and then wait until you don't have it anymore and then keep going. So that's the kind of thing that a seasoned vet, they're going to feel. And I think that Jesse Ronson is going to try and bring him to that scrambling pace early and bury him in the first round. That's what he says. But if he's able to extend this fight, maybe it becomes, both guys hanging on death's door and who's tougher at the end of the day. It should be a barn burner.
I like it, man. Yeah, I like it, bro. I think that you gave a great take there. And then as far as like some of your other picks, like you said with the main event, I think what I'm gathering is you do like to pick fighters that are a little more dangerous, would you say? Like more like the guys that will grind out a 5-round decision. And if it's Belal Muhammad, Vicente Luque in a 3-round fight, I might be like, Vicente Luque could potentially be controlled and held and grinded. But in 5 rounds, there's a lot of time to do damage. Belal Muhammad has beaten guys that I think have been ideal matchups. Damian Maia, old man Damian Maia, old man Wonder Boy. He's getting this push to Leon Edwards, no contest, has aged fantastic. Though he's like, he had a no contest. He's in a loss. He's still on this great win streak. I think Vicente Luque ends him. I'm going Vicente Luque. I feel like you're going the same way, right?
Yeah, I am. And this is one where, my opinion might be subject to change. I'm going to do a little bit more due diligence on the Belal Muhammad side. And it's just because I think we have seen some evolutions in Belal. I think physically he looks a lot more impressive than he did the last time these guys matched up. Granted, people talk about this durability from Belal Muhammad. Who's the only guy to take that durability and throw it right out the window? It's my man, Vicente Luque. And
yes,
I want to be careful because, I have to do extra due diligence on a pick when it's one of my favorite fighters. And it's somebody I really like and respect. And Vicente Luque, just like, if you don't like watching this guy fight, pick a different sport and go do something else. Because, I don't know what you want from the guy. He will go out there and against people that he's well better than, give him a chance to win because that's how fun he is. He just goes out there and puts it on the line. And his counter punching is like his selling point. So he's willing to say like, oh yeah, you can touch me with one. I'm throwing back two of these things that are, just fight altering blows. And I think that's the difference between Belal Muhammad and Vicente Luque is that Belal Muhammad doesn't throw many fight altering blows. And from a dominant position, from a compromised position, he has Wonder Boy Thompson exposed to 50 significant strikes in a row. Can't put him away, man. It's like if you give Vicente Luque 50 clear strikes to the back of somebody's head, it's like that person is going to need a body bag because that's it's a different level of power and intensity. So I think that that's something that people need to keep in mind here. But it's also a game of price, right? When you look at Vicente Luque and you ask, how could you beat this guy? There's been a couple guys that got pretty close to that decision line. They're hanging on by a thread and then he buries them in the third, or he shifts their nose like Mike Perry to the other side of their face. So it becomes very evident who's winning the fight. It's like he does have these fights, these moments where he gives opportunities. And I don't think Belal's the kind of guy who's going to finish him or something like that early. But if he was able to outlast him, get him tired, something like this, I think Belal Muhammad, for anything you want to say negative about the guy, he's just an insane hard worker. There's nothing else really to his game except for fight IQ, game planning, toughness, and a willingness to fight. Other than that, there's he doesn't have exceptional attributes. And so I think that is for me admirable. Not a lot of guys try in MMA when they don't have special attributes because they know what they're signing up for. And they're like, that would make no sense. But he's figured out a professional career at the highest levels, despite the fact that he doesn't have necessarily the same athletic gifts. Now, that all being said, when I look at Vicente Luque, I think he's a kind of guy who, if you give me the right odds, I'd play him against Usman today. If you give me the right odds, I would consider playing him against the best guys in the division because he could put out anybody's lights. If you look at Gilbert Burns, he's a dangerous fellow. That was kind of the tough thing with Chimaev. He's like, what do I do? Do I take this guy down? He might armbar me. Chimaev in the fight is like, maybe I get back out of the guard, and the same thing on the feet. He's in the pocket and he's swinging and exchanging, a couple of those errant left hooks land on the chin. If Vicente Luque touches you on the chin with a left hook that you don't see, you might wake up in a hospital room somewhere because the guy has the best left hook in the business. So I've been really impressed by what I've seen from him over the course of his UFC run. And I'm not going to back anybody else against him. He's been an underdog one time in the UFC. That was against, Wonder Boy Thompson. And that was, I want to say 2016, 2017, long time ago. I think he's been evolving. I think he's the most dangerous guy, that people don't respect in the division. And I think he reminds everybody again by finishing a very durable and tough Belal Muhammad on Saturday night.
I like it, bro. I like it. Now, what would you say? I don't know, as far along, because I know you're gonna do your deeper digging. Is there any other picks and things that we haven't talked about that you're feeling like, hey, I'm liking the line, I'm liking the odds, or I'm just really loving the matchup and picking strong towards one side?
I'll tell you this. I don't really have any other matchups that I feel super strongly about yet, but I will tell you there's one matchup that did intrigue me, and it's one that I'm going to be spending a lot of the night looking into. Pat Sabatini, he's a guy that has surprised me a couple of times in the UFC. I did bet on him to win by sub at plus 500 against Jamal Emmers. Not without a sweat, we were able to cash that one. But then I see on the other side, I thought, man, this has got to be a hammer spot for Pat Sabatini. He looks so much bigger. I think he's going to have these size advantages. Plus, it didn't work out so well, in that UFC debut. But then I look into the Instagram, and this is something I like to do just to see where somebody's at. The guy, from everything I was reading, seeing, has made a complete physical transformation where he went from looking a little bit more boyish to just more manly. He's got a beard now. He looks cut up in the waist. Like, he just did a couple changes, and he's working with tough guys. He's got Dante Leon, a very credentialed BJJ player out there doing a camp with him. And he's a big physical guy. He's a Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy. So I think he's put himself in a position to succeed here. And I just wanted to say that was something that, I was thinking, like, man, as soon as I look into this matchup, it's Pat Sabatini hammer time. I found a couple things just on my initial scan that was like, whoa, this is going to be a deeper dive for sure before I'm willing to part with any money, because I think that, he definitely put himself in a position to succeed here. So whether or not he can make it happen, I do think he might just be too small for the division, but he looks like he is a new man. And I just want to respect that effort that he's put in. A year away could be a couple different things. It could be somebody effing off and hanging out on the couch and doing whatever and taking that first UFC check and just, chilling. But if somebody is really pissed off about their loss and motivated to change their life and put in the work, we've seen people come back from a bad loss and put on a career-changing beating in the other direction. And not to say that that's going to happen. Pat Sabatini is no slouch in any position. That's why I was thinking of dropping the hammer. However, I just wanted to put that respect on his name and say, there's a couple of these people that, you might think in your head, oh, I have this impression of who they are. You got to make sure it aligns with who they are today. And that's why weigh-ins can be instructive sometimes as well. So I'm going to be waiting and seeing how some of these athletes come in. I'm going to be listening to more information over the course of the week and doing a lot more deep dive myself. But man, it's been an absolute pleasure to speak about these fights with you, and I'd love to do it anytime.
Yeah, bro, I'm glad, man. We talked about it. Shoot, it was months back. And then obviously I see you on IG, and what I like about you, bro, is you bring those good vibes, bro. And I was like, man, I gotta hit you up. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, the odds of Liam, I know you're doing a lot of jiu-jitsu, bro. I try to, if I don't like the tweet, I apologize. I try to like as much as I can. I see it and I'm like, this guy's going ham at it. So that's a full-time thing. Like, and it's professional grappling you're doing right now, right? In the, like, how does it work exactly?
I've done a couple of these matches, man, where I'm first of all a blue belt. I'm a novice. Okay. I don't want anybody out there to think, I'm a genius or something. But
you got the wrestling base, correct?
Exactly. I'm a guy that's been wrestling for a long time.
Yes.
And I love it. That's what it is. I spend all my time watching these fights. And I like to tell my training partners, I'm just bringing the MMA meta to bear here in the room. And I did the same thing in wrestling. I took a lot of upper body throws, things that I'd see my favorite athletes do, and I'd bring it to the mat. So I just take all my love, my passion for martial arts, and I bring it to bear a few different places. And man, the mats is one of the most fun places to do that. But boy, oh boy, there's nothing like cashing a nice ticket on one of these fights. And that's one of my favorite things. So right back to work for me as always.
Love it, bro. Love it. Hey, man, it was a pleasure to chat it up. It's nice to officially meet you, bro. It's like funny how we have all these people. We watch their videos. We talk to them on Twitter, but you never get to interact. So I'm glad we got to do this, man.
Absolutely. The pleasure's been all mine. You are somebody that I also appreciate because,
thank you, man.
A lot of people, especially in the gambling space, can be taken to negativity or even to, a certain kind of competitiveness where, yeah, I'm competitive as all heck, but I'm also, a respectful competitor, and I'm a guy that, I like to exude positivity towards everybody. I believe that we all could win. I believe that we all could take these bookies for their money and capitalize on every mistake if we're careful, if we're smart, and if we're patient. We make evidence-based decisions, and that's all I'm trying to do every week. I'm going to make mistakes too, and that's what I try and stress is that I'm just a normal guy that does hard work, and if I do the work and I get good results, hey, that's just, gravy. But I really believe in process over results, and happy with the process. So far, so good this year, and looking to keep the ball rolling.
That's it, bro. You said it beautifully, man. I think that you know, of course, when you do the picks, bro, you have the channel. You know how it is. You have a week, you're a couple picks are off. There's people, you suck, you this, that. At the end of the day, I actually more feel bad for those people. Say, man, you tailed me on this one without doing your own research. I said, listen, bro, it's as you said, we're normal guys who just love the fight game and try to just exude the positivity and give our best takes possible, man. We got to take these bookies down, bro. They're beatable, bro. They're beatable. We just got to keep reading these lines and keep getting these picks. And I'm telling you, man, we're in the early stages, man. Give us 5 more years. Can you imagine just the whole MMA betting prediction community is on a vast growth. Like right now, you know, there's like, I don't know if you know any like MMA guru or fight night picks. These guys are 30,000 channels. I'd say that's who we're looking at as like the top. That's right now. Imagine, you know, 5 years from now, that's the spaces that we're beyond. Who knows? We got 100,000, you know, for all of us. And I think we can all grow together. It's good to have friends in the industry. I'll say that we can do great things together, man. And I think people who, as you said, they get caught up on the competitiveness or whatnot. It's here, bro. We're all giving the picks and we all love the same thing. We all got a lot in common at the end of the day. We love the fucking fight game, bro. We're all a little nuts, bro. I mean, you going crazy here at the martial arts. I got the blue belt. I'm chilling now. I'm not doing no jiu-jitsu. I've been bodybuilding, but still was on the mats to get my due respect, bro. So I always told myself, said I have to get a blue belt in jiu-jitsu, and I said, God bless. I didn't quit right away. I got let go of. It was a complicated situation.
I totally understand, my man. It's busy. You know, it takes a lot of time to do jujitsu. And I find that, you know, I have a blessing. I have great opportunities. I have great coaches. I have phenomenal people to train with. And, you know, without that, it would not be possible. But they make it easy. So I just got killers around me. Henzo, Gracie, Warwick. Shout out everybody there. Gonna do big things. And big things already happening in that gym. So watch out.
Let's go, my man. Now shout yourself out, bro. Where can the people find you, bro?
Absolutely. I appreciate that, boss. Everybody, you can find me everywhere at Liam Picks Fights. That's on Twitter, Instagram, and on YouTube here as well. This week, you can expect from my channel, I'm going to be doing an interview with my man, Blake Perry. He's making his Bellator debut. I wrestled with him in college. The guy is making his debut against Makoa Cooper. So he's from Ray Cooper III's family, younger brother. You know, this is a big fight for my man Blake, big opportunity. So excited to be talking to him on Thursday on my channel. And I'm also going to be doing my own breakdown of these fights for UFC, Bilal Muhammad, Vicente Luque. Going to be doing a deep dive of all these fights on my channel, but wanted to come on with you a little bit early in the week, get a couple of those matchups out there. But yeah, man, I like to do my due diligence on all these fights. So I'm going to see if there's any other opportunities and they come to the people with what I've got. But I appreciated this as an opportunity as well. It's been an absolute pleasure and I'd do it anytime.
Thank you, my brother. It's great to officially meet you, bro. Great guy. Keep those positive vibes with Liam, bro. I love it. Guys, subscribe to this guy. Follow him on social media, man. He definitely does the due diligence right, bro. He goes hard at what he does, man. And I love to see it. Liam, you're the man, brother. Thank you for coming in, and we will be in touch, bro. Peace, Liam. Give this guy a follow, guys. Check him out.
Peace, my brother. Be well. Thank you so much.
Liam was here. That was Liam Picks Fights. Great guy. It was the first time ever interacting with him in face-to-face, man. Really good dude. Glad we got to have him on. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's late night live. Obviously, it's not a popping card like UFC, you know, 270, whatever, 273, 274 coming up. But we still got some great takes, man. I've been enjoying the hell out of the fight game overall. And I'm excited for this weekend. Now, two-team parlay, one underdog, one favorite. Who am I thinking? I like Boudet, big man Boudet. And I think we could ride with Boudet and who else? I think we could throw in Fialo if you need an underdog. I think that's a way you can do it. Overall, guys, we've been here a while, almost at 2 hours for the stream, and it's been a damn good one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you haven't left a like, make sure to smash the hell out of that like button. For those who are new, subscribe to the channel. I got content dropping all week long. Thank you to all my people watching. Shout out to the replay gang. Shout out to my live viewers. You guys are fantastic. Much love. I got this week's best MMA bets dropping. And of course, those Bellator predictions are coming out before Friday. You'll see them. I'm probably going to do the weigh-in recap show style, kind of how I do the Contender Series. We'll bank them out, and then I'll be live Friday for that Bellator card for the Fight Companion. Much love, my people, and I will see you all in the next one. Peace, guys.